The Marshall Regional Law Enforcement Center is home to the Michigan State Police Troopers, Calhoun County Sheriff Department deputies, and officers from the City of Marshall. Maintaining security in an inviting facility is key for both law enforcement and the general public who work and visit the first fully collaborative law enforcement facility in Michigan.
Security is really the paramount design focus, and everything else is secondary to security for the officers and the civilian support staff within a law enforcement building.
It's all secure at the front, so when people come in to talk to a trooper, a deputy, or an officer, then they can be paged out to the building. But then if we have somebody that we need to bring in the building to do anything that we have to do as far as the law enforcement side, we have a secure facility in the back where we can take people.
So the access for the public is quick and easy off Old 27. And once you come into the facility, we were able to set up different needs that we provide, such as fingerprinting for concealed weapons permits, sex offender registration. We also have 2 interview rooms. They don't have to give all their information sitting out in the lobby.
There's access control points, there's gated areas for evidence properties, security of our vehicles, our weapons, everything. And so a lot of thought was put into that to make sure that we did it right for the benefit of everybody.
We have security systems that have concealed access controls and hidden cameras, as well as the bullet-resistant front counter, which has a baffled glass system as opposed to one of those more electronic speaker box types that feels a little bit too institutional. Other than that, we like to conceal the bullet-resistant protection behind normal durable finishes so that it doesn't look so much like a fortress, so people don't necessarily realize how secure the facility really is behind the more standard commercial looking finishes.
Dan Redstone from Redstone Architect, he was very instrumental throughout the process. He didn't just design the building, he was also part of designing our needs assessments.
They knew about, for instance, our armory. They knew what we needed in our defensive tactics room. They knew about our locker room, the size lockers that we needed for the type of equipment and gear that we had to put in it. And so it was very important for them to be a part of this project.
A weapon should never be unholstered within any part of the building unless it's for law enforcement purposes. So if you're cleaning your weapon, storing your weapon, all that's done within that armory. And a special exhaust system to deal with that, the fumes and the oils. Certain surfaces were put in there for that protection as well. So some extra design work went into that.
We have a landscape retaining wall system in front of the building. And then at the front stairs, which are about 12 feet wide to create a welcoming environment, we put 3 bollards in there to minimize the gap so that nothing's really going to get through a 4-foot gap that could potentially be explosive. And then around the building, we've surrounded the facility with anti-climb fencing to keep the staff parking areas secure and segregated from the public. But at the same time, we've provided 3 different egress paths for the law enforcement personnel. If they need to get out of this facility quickly to respond to an incident, they have multiple options to get out.
You can't have a good law enforcement building unless you've really given the proper primary goal of security for the officers.